Andrima, we'll come back to this again. Now, there are 2 points here. Firstly, can we say for sure that no party is interested in cutting out defection? Because anybody who gets into power would like to retain power, lock, stock and barrel. However, even within this ecosystem, can we say that the Congress is the principal culprit primarily because the issue is there is BJP in power, there are some regional parties in power in one state, AAP is in power in 2 states, but the Congress, because of its history and because of the number of years it has ruled, the hunger for power amongst people in the Congress appears to be much, much more, because of which they are cutting corners, and most of the defections that we have seen in the country has Congress as the party from where most people are defecting. I mean, I'll put this question to others as well, but we can start with you.
I will look at it in 2 formats. One, hunger for power at a party level. I would say that credit should go to BJP among the 2 major parties I'm talking about.
Right.
And hunger for power at a micro level, at a candidate or an MLA level, it should go to Congress. BJP party-wise, the splits, at least when I look at Goa, I don't see much anything. And what I've seen in politics now, the split mostly, and it is being just done arbitrarily by the Congress. They don't care. As you said, lock, stock and barrel. They don't even bother to ask anybody. And nowadays they have got a new mantra to say, no, my followers have told me to go.
Right.
Now I'll just cite one clear example. I am not going to consider the order, so nobody should feel hurt that I am taking up Nuvem. In Nuvem, the percentage of votes given to, for example, BJP was only 3%.
Right.
As I just clearly mentioned just few days back to some media people. And if I consider the Congress votes were 40%. But when I look at it, the Anti BJP votes is totally 97%. And a 3% votes you take, and you are going to the 3% people to give the whole ruling to them.
Right.
So which is totally, it's a dacoity of the votes. You're literally
Modern version of booth capturing.
Booth capturing.
it's a booth capturing, totally.
Yes.
That means simple, very, one line I'll say, in future, the BJP government can engineer defection even without their candidates contesting in those assembly polls.
Right.
Let us consider Congress, Aam Aadmi, RG contested. Anybody wins, no candidate of BJP, they will take a Congress one. Defection law.
Correct.
So he will go, no?
Right.
Without a single vote for BJP, he can still go and become a BJP MLA.
Right.
This is what I'm scared, and it worries a lot.
Correct.
So this should stop. And to stop this, there is no genuinity in this. Nothing you can say that we should vote, bring in new faces or honest or loyal. There is no loyalty, no honesty, no new faces. In this election, the one who defected, 7 were new.
Right.
So how do people vote for new? What is new now?
Correct.
So the best part is,
Yeah, because all the news have all gone.
new also are going.
Right.
So the next election again Congress will say, no, we'll give you new faces.
Right.
No. So new faces, they will not come with a label that they will not defect.
Correct.
So the best part is, get this law amended. Defection system should be stopped. Any person want to go to any party, if he's come on a party symbol, at least I will say,
Right.
he should get re-elected. See, because the person who is going, for example, in this case, the Nuvem MLA has gone to the BJP, but when he got the votes, they were not his votes. They
Correct.
were symbol votes.
Correct.
The symbol votes. So, if an independent is going, he goes as not a symbol vote. But if he recontest, like Vishwajit Rani, he was in the Congress.
He contested and he won. Correct.
Then that means the loyalty of the voters is going with him. So his votes are not coming as per the symbol what people look.
Right.
They look at the name and the photo.
Correct.
So if that goes, we have no issue.
Right.
So all these candidates, they may take the shelter of the law, but the law of the land is one thing, the law of God will be different thing. I am saying, where is the morality in this? Don't you have a little conscience? I am saying atomic conscience is there. One atom conscience, taking 97 of the anti-BJP votes.
And you have the BJP MLA there.
We have the MLA there. This is totally disturbing. And as the same thing, one more thing I'll just clear. Like for example, there are some constituencies where there are BJP and the anti BJP votes are very a good tussle is there. I can understand, okay, because there is almost 50% of the BJP. So you can always say, now people are telling me to come to the BJP.
Right.
So even then I'm saying, even if the BJP calls, so you have the BJP support.
Right.
Now you have the Congress votes.
Right.
If you put both them together, like in Vasco, it is coming to almost 96%.
That's right.
So when 96% are with you, I am saying take the challenge, recontest, get elected now.
Correct.
Simple.
Important point.
I want to say one thing in this point. For example, if I look at it, it is not happening in Goa. Something similar also is going on with the Shiv Sena in Mumbai. Now Shiv Sena also legislative party people have gone. So they are asking now for their symbol. They are asking for
That's
the
correct.
name.
That's correct.
So if that goes, again that original party become defunct.
Correct. So there has to be
That
legislation
has
done
to
on
be
this.
done.
Correct.
Otherwise, this will go on and especially this will be a target for all the small states at least.
Right.
And when Khalabab says, the law itself says that when it says it merges with the original party.
Right.
That means the whole National Congress is gone.
Of course, correct. Absolutely correct.
Another flaw that I consider
I'll come to
is
it.
giving the speaker
Yes.
the right to decide on
Because
this
Speaker
defect.
most of the time is an interested party.
Yes, yes.
Why
It's an
most of the time?
interested
All the
party.
time.
This was agitated
There's
so
an
many
interested
times.
party in this.
Yes.
That
And
the power to educate should be in the hands of a judge.
Judge,
Yes.
correct.
And I think
High
at one time it could not even go to courts, and
Yes.
thereafter the court decided
Decided that the-
you know,
yeah.
I mean, it is a matter for the court to
And
decide
the,
ultimately.
and the speaker deliberately delays it.
Delays
Till
it
all
because
the
there's
5 years are
there is
all over.
no time
And
limit
we've seen
fixed
this
for
time
them.
and again. Correct. I'll make a few thoughts on what we've been discussing. The
votes.
Right. Andriba, do you think that parties are fielding their own candidates and ensuring that they get different party tickets to win? For instance, is BJP putting in a Congress candidate, which obviously means that there are elements in the Congress who are aware of and agree to this particular deal. These are voices from the street and from political circles that are coming up. I'm only reflecting this. You feel there's an element of truth in this?
100%. I can even go to the extent of micro level Kalangut constituency. People knowing that Michael was already on a mission, and Michael is a person who I saw that he was like he could cut the cake and eat the cake also. He knew coming to the Congress he will try to eye for a CM's post or something,
Right.
and not coming to the Congress also will help him out. But he knew that he is definitely not going to win on BJP ticket. So what he did, he, as he said, window dressing, he dressed up as a congressman. Inside he was a BJP. Even if he would be in the Congress, I dare to say that if Congress was not able to form the government also, or even if Congress would form the government, I am saying that they would, suppose there were 2 seats needed for the BJP.
Right.
I am saying he would even resign as a Congress also. And once he knew that the BJP government is going to be formed and BJP would offer him the seat of the CM, then he would even go to the BJP back.
Right.
This is 100%. And this is not happened only there. It has happened at some places, even in my own constituency. They are fielding people to just divide the votes, and they are all BJP candidates. Like for example, BJP knew in Valley constituency, BJP knew in Nuvem constituency, BJP's vote percentage is hardly less than 6%.
Right.
3% in Nuvem and around 5% in Valley, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
Even then they start bringing a different face. It's like they want to check what hat can go, whether topi can go or whether the front cap or a cowboy's hat. It's a color, whether to put. So they fielded Xavier Rodriguez, a person whom nobody knew. I myself didn't know who is this Xavier, but they fielded him. They put a different clothes for him because it's a Catholic bastion there. So why not put a Catholic to see if some votes could be split, and they will get the candidate whom they wanted. Like TMCs, I always doubted TMC and NCP. Before the election, I had even made a mention. This NCP was forced upon in Goa to contest many constituencies, and because of NCP, I know there are at least 2 constituencies where Congress has lost.
Right.
And I have made a statement, it is there on my timeline, that NCP is going to lose every deposit.
Right.
And they have literally lost, even with a stalwart like Philip Neri Rodriguez, he's lost his deposits in Valley. Can you imagine?
Right.
So this means this is all being orchestrated by these people.
Correct.